Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Somsi Reddy. This video is a part 3 video of series in Python for beginners. I hope you are all enjoy our previous two parts very well, and I have explained you each and everything with brief examples also I have given. And today let's move into some of the depth into the Python using of control statements with the data types. Like something with the examples you can see how to write the data types with control statements or loop statements, anything. Okay, let's move into that. And today the first topic is loop control statements. And there is a loop control statements can executed for its normally sequences when the sequence execution levels a scope, like automatically objects that are created in these scopes are destroyed. So these are the basically three types of things, like break statement, continuous statements, and pass statement. Let's move into that, and you can easily understand what is the break statement and continuous statement, pass statements with the example. And first one is break statement. Simply we can say that break as a break, that is when you are going in a car for a long drive, there is a one of the speed breaker we have find in the road. At the time you want to press the brake, like that in a syntax of a loops, each statements are perfectly correct, and they want to stop irritating, so that type of time we can use the break statement. So what is mean by exactly the break statement means, the most common uses of a break statement is when some internal conditions is triggered requires a host exist for a loops. The break statement can be used in while and for loop. If you are using a nested loops, the break statement stops the execution of innermost loops and start the executing the next line of code after the block. So this is a flowchart of break statement when the conditional code, and if condition is true, condition up to now it will be iterated, and when you apply the break, then the condition says false and the output will be come. So that syntax of this break statement, simply we can use break, and this is the example you can see here. And for x in the range of 10, if x is equals to 5, break print x, then completed, else completed. So it means it will given range is 10 numbers 0 to 9, but where we have apply the condition like f is equals to, if x is equals to 5, so up to 5 it will be break, up to 5 it will start the iterated. So we have get output as 0 1 2 3 4, up to 5 we have get it. And the next statement is continuous statement. So it continuous means continuous to end up to the execution. So it returns the control to the beginning of a while loop. The continuous statement rejects all the remaining statements in a current iteration of a loop and moves the control back to the top of the loop. The control statement can be used in both while and for loop. There is a simple syntax for this continuous statement, that is simply we can say that's continuous. And this is a flowchart of continuous statements, like continuous up to condition code, and if the condition is true it will execute it, and finally after continuous and loop then also it will be executed very soon, and finally we get output. And here the example you can easily understand. Here the letters, I am passing the letters in the form of list, like V, C, A, G. For x in the letters, I am passing the condition for x in the letters. If x is equals to A, then continue print A. It means what we have given the condition A, it will be true, then always the next number also executed like this. Here the output is VCG. So when we compare from the list, there is a VCAG, we want to continue the x value is A, and finally we get output as VCG. Okay, and this is a thought statement, whereas pass statement, it is used when a statement is required synergetically, but you don't want to any command or code to execute. The pass statement is a null operator. So simply we can write the statement and pass, like when you participate in a quiz, if you don't know the type of question, you simply said that pass, like that type of statement it is a null operator, nothing happens when it is executed. And the path and the pass is also useful in the place where the code will be actually go but has not been written yet. So the simple statement is the simple syntax for the pass statement is pass. Here the example you can clearly understand where for x in the range 1 2 3 we want to pass is a question you don't you know or not know the logic you don't know or not know, there is nothing can be, there is no problem to executing this pass. Okay, these are all about the statements, and now we want to move some advanced Python list concepts, advanced Python data type concept like list, where all the concept on the data type concept I will cover in advanced levels. Let's move into that. And this is the first advanced Python list. This is advanced one. Okay, lists are just like a dynamic size arrays declared in another language in vector, C++, and array list in Java. So lists need not to be homogeneous always, which makes it a powerful, most powerful tool in Python. A single list may contain the data types like its contain data types like integer, strings, as well as objectives. Okay, strings are mutable, so we can say that strings are mutable, and hence they can be alternated even after their creation. Lists are the one of the most powerful tool in Python. We have a lot of hidden tricks which makes them extremely versatile. So there is a most advanced concept is a list comparison, list comprehension. Python is renowned for the encouragement in the developers and programming to the right efficient, easy to understand, almost as simple to read the code. One of the most distinctive aspects of the language is the Python list and the list comprehension feature, which one can use within a single line of a code to construct the powerful functionalities. A list comprehension consists of a brackets containing the expression which is executed for each element along with the for loop to iterate over each element. So that's a syntax of the list is new list is equals to expression element for the elements in a list. Old list is if condition. So this is a simple syntax, and this syntax very important. If we can list comprehensions, for example, if you want to write need to 4 to 5 lines of code, we can simply use this list comprehension. So that is the whole single statement can decide the whole 5 to 6 lines of code when you compare this. And some of the statement, some of the examples you can see here, Python list using if statement. By using the if statement, this is an example where is the heights are, I am given the list of heights, and students, some of the students I have given, and for I in the students, if I greater than int 161, the students, then the output will be produced in this format. Okay, and this is a if else, if can that data list data type using in the if else statements. Also left here the example is shop is equals to bat, ball, pen, and books, and order anyone. If user enter the please enter your order, if the order present in this shop, then it will execute thanks for ordering. If order is not present in a shop, then it will execute sorry we don't have that in our shop order at the moment. And this is if else if else statement. Simply two type of restaurant is that if the person who came to the restaurant, they can order anything. If they is present in this restaurant, they will survive. If they are not present in this restaurant, they will not survive. Sorry we don't have order at that moment. And this is nested if else statement. An else statement you can see if nested if means condition between the like if statement in if statement. This is a simple example you have clear where the number is equals to input enter your age. If number greater than equals to 20, if number greater than equals to 60, please join into the senior club, else join into junior club. Else if number greater than 12, you belongs to the youth club, else print sorry you are too young to member. So based on a user enter, it will be give the outputs. And Python list using for loops. So loops we are very important, like there is a two types of loops like for loop and while loop. I have already explained in my previous video. You can have a look on there and move into that. and where the example is weather sunny, windy, and rainy and snow. For I in the event it is a what the output present on that day, it will shows that. And Python list using the while loop. Fruits, here the fruits are apple, banana, cherry. I equals to 0 while I less than a fruit length. Then the execute length is python banana cherry python banana. So the three outputs will be added. And advanced Python dictionaries. The dictionary is an unordered collection that contains the key value pair separated by the commas inside the curly brackets. So dictionaries are optimized to retrieve values when the key is known. Dictionaries and lists are shared the following characters. Both are mutable, both are dynamic, they can grow and shrink in the needed, both can be nested. A list can contain another list, a dictionary can contain another dictionary, and a dictionary can also contain a list and vice versa. Any type list into a dictionary, dictionary into list, list dictionary, dictionary list. Any type of type it can contain. There is a simple related characteristics between two them. And previously we have seen that list with using control statements like that. Only for dictionary also we can use the list. They have the example. You can see that a dictionary using if statement. There is a single statement, and if value is in the value, print the values. I want to print all the values. And if else statements, there is a CA equals to San Francisco, NV is equal to. These are the things you can if you present in that it will execute yes. If we present in not that it's and if-elif-else statements. If a shop, like previous example, like shop, if the shop contain these things, they will order you. If they are not contain, they say sorry, your order is not anymore. So using the loops, dictionary is a loop. By using the loops, it will be iterated up to end. And while loop also, it is very simple. Up to statement true, up to statement false, it will be executed. And advanced tuples. Tuples is a sequence of immutable Python objects. Tuples are sequence just like a list. A main differences between the tuple and the list is that tuple can't be changed unlike the list. So it is the main difference between the tuple and the list, because in tuple we can't change the values, because once we have created, but we have a chance to change the values in list. Tuples are the represented in parentheses, where the list are given in square brackets. So values of tuples are symmetrically separated by the commas. Although it is not necessary, it is more common to define a tuple by the closing the sequence of values in a parenthesis. This helps to understand that the Python tuples are more easily. So as well as the using the conditional statement, loop statement for the tuple data types, like tuple is equals to Monday 10, Tuesday 8, Wednesday 8. These are the things I have paused here. And if any Tuesday is I from the I in the tuple 1, then the present, print the present. So this is the second using the if else statement, like initializing the tuple 1. There is a to hello world Python programming. And print the original tuple is a string of tuple 1. If any hello in the range I from the I in a tuple, print hello is present. If the present is not present, if hello is not present in the tuple, print is not. The answer of this execution output is hello is present. And tuple using if else statements. So same as thing. I explained about if and if else statements separately, but if else statement commonly if they present, it will execute present. If they not present, they will be execute not present. And the loops we can say iterative. It will be iterated up to the end of the true statement. And a tuple using while loop, tuple equals to AEI index of the tuple, so it will execute up to the false statements. And next we are going to discuss about advanced string. Strings in a Python are surrounded by either a single quotation or a double quotations or quotation marks. Format of decimals or floats points with F string is easy. You can pause in both of a field either a precision. Python has two older methods for the string formatting that you will probably come across at some of the points, like string format is more which was older concern. to the f strings. Variables appears in a brackets in the string but must be a paused in the format call. So this is our advanced string, and Python strings used in if statement where a is equals to n, if a in the range of, and fill the match yes or not. And Python strings using if else statements like a is equals to named and b is equals to mark, and a if a equals to b, a not equals to b not equal, and if e equal they will be equal, print equal. And Python strings using if else statements, a is equals to cherry, b is equals to banana, c is equals to apple, apply, and I have written apple spell mistake, apply. If a equals to equals to b, then print equals to a. If else b a equals to c, then equals to print not equal. And Python string using for loop for x in a welcome, so you want to print the welcome WELLLOCOME. It will be particularly presented the spelling. And Python strings using while loop, count equals to 0, initializing the count equals to 0, while count less than 3, count equals to count plus 1, print hello. So we can print the hello into 3 times, so that statement count greater than count less than 3. So hello welcome, hello welcome, hello welcome, it will print 3 times. And advanced sets. So a Python set is a collection of unordered items. Each element in a set must be unique, immutable, and a set remove the duplicate elements. Sets are mutable, which means we can modify it after its creation. And sets are used to store the multiple items in a single variable. A set is a collection in which unordered, unchargeable, and unindexed. So these are the some of the brief introduction about the sets, and let's go into the examples. Python set using if statements. Here the people is equals to Ankit, Sanchit. So yeah, if people equals to people, the people is it's correct. So this is a second thing, and ready Ankit. These are the two types of peoples, people 1, people 2. If people is not equals to people 1, then it not matched. If people is equals to people 1, it's matched. And Python set using if-else statement. Set 1, set 2, set 3 are the sets, and if set 1 equals to set 2 equals, if else set 2 not equals to set 2 not equals to else else. So Python set using for loop. Here the loop is there, and example set 1 equals to set into a and passing the list in a set a b c d, and for I in the set 1 print a b c d as in a vertical order. And final this is a Python set using loop, while loop. So correction is equals to correcting set is equals to 1 2 3 and so on, some of the given set members, and where the guessed is equals to set, while guessed equals to not equals to correct, and input the number of between 1 to user input using. And if n is a correct set, print a right guess. If n is not and plus added, print a guessed. So else wrong guess, keep trying, and good job, you have a great. So if you input user give a perfect number in the given numbers, it will execute a right guess, and if that not present in that number, it will give the wrong guess. Please keep trying. So these are all about the data types using the conditional statements and while loops and while loop statements. And I hope you are all understand about this video. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates about the data science and job interviews and data science interview preparation. And I hope you are like and share with your friends. Okay friends, bye, take care.